let's talk to the spokesperson for Republicans overseas, Kate Andrews. Very good morning to you.
Good morning.
I know that Piers knows Donald Trump well. I don't, and many people, of course, in this country don't. But what will the effect of using words like buffoon and fool and dangerous fool and even wazzock have on him?
It will have very little effect. This is a man who built his entire career out of being a media star, out of, creating this world of entertainment that we all like to enjoy. And these words just roll off his back. A, he's used to it, and B, this is the kind of attention that he wants.
Will any American even know what wazzock is?
Probably not.
I'm not even sure I know what a wazzock is. What is a wazzock?
I'm not sure I want to know what it is.
If anyone's watching...
I'm a bit worried that we're abroad that word at this time of the morning.
What is a wazzock? I'd like to know.
But let me put this to you. What you say that he's about making a world of entertainment. Mm-hmm. Is it a sensible idea for America to potentially elect a president who just creates a kind of media buzz and a world of entertainment and doesn't care what the elected representatives of a country with whom there is a special relationship think of him?
No. It wouldn't be sensible at all. But Americans are very angry right now. They are angry at the entirety of the establishment. They're angry at their own Republican leadership in the Republican Party. They're angry at the Democrats. They're frustrated. They feel like nobody's been listening to them. And in comes Donald Trump, who actually had the opportunity to be a controversial voice, but to speak for a group of people who feel like they've been marginalized. Unfortunately, he's taken that to the extreme, and he's gone radical, and he says some deeply offensive things that I don't think he can come back from.
So he's not your choice?
He's not my choice.
Mm.
No.
Who is your choice, then? Because the Republican race, it looks more and more likely that Donald Trump is going to win the nomination, doesn't it?
It's hard to say. I mean, not a single American has cast a vote yet. In a few weeks' time, we'll get to the Iowa caucus, where just a couple 100,000 people will cast a vote. It'll still be a very small number. Senator Ted Cruz from Texas still seems to be marginally the favorite in that Iowa caucus, so it's hard to say. I think that the Iowa caucus usually doesn't determine in recent years who the nominee is going to be. But that being said, Trump's whole platform is that he's a winner, that he's going to win big. He's actually said recently that he's going to win so much, Americans are going to beg him to stop winning, and he's going to say, no, we'll keep winning. It's so over the top, and I think any blow to him, especially in Iowa, could prove very difficult for his campaign.
Can I just ask you, if you don't think it's sensible that he could potentially be elected, or it's not a sensible decision if he is elected, potentially, what would be the effect on international politics, do you think?
Well, we have to remember that America is a system of checks and balances. I mean, if Donald Trump actually wanted to ban all Muslims from America, he couldn't just do that overnight. He couldn't snap his fingers and make that decision. There are lots of measures in place that would keep things relatively stable, I do believe. So I don't know
It's also important to clarify, he didn't actually say to get rid of all Muslims from America. There are 4 million Muslims living in America that he says he has no issue with. He's talking about, in light of the Islamic terror attack, should there be a temporary ban on new Muslims coming to the country until they work out what's going on. It was very inflammatory. I didn't like the rhetoric, but I don't also like the misrepresentation, I think, of some of the things he's been saying.
I agree completely, Piers, and it is important to put it in perspective, because what he's trying to tap into, I don't believe, is this deep racist hatred that Americans have. He's trying to tap into a real fear that he feels like elected leaders are not truly tackling the issue of radicalism.
It's not hate speech, it's fear speech,
Absolutely.
really, is what I think the reality is. Anyway, it's an interesting debate.
And we're going to talk to Jack Jeremy, one of the MPs who was talking
very anti-Donald Trump, wants him banned, and we'll be tackling Jack later on.
I do have an update for you from Dictionary Corner, by the way, just to say that
wazzock, pink Dictionary Corner.
You'd be really good at Dictionary Corner.
A mild insult, one who is foolish or rather daft.
But it's only mild.
Mild insult.
It's going to
mean
even less to him, isn't it? Okay, thanks very much indeed. OK, let's take you to the sad news which broke overnight.
It is very sad news. Another true music legend has passed away.